Hello, thanks for watching. Great to see you here, my fabulous family. So yeah, I had an awesome topic picked out this morning. It was gonna be, and I will do this topic later, it was gonna be on the diet of a recovering addict. But I actually saw someone post this comment up in my Mind Valley group, and she was really scolding herself on like, how can I stop being so judgmental? Like, I just can't help it. Like, I know it's bad. I know it's wrong. I know it's bad for my soul. She's like, but I'll see someone with a big nose and just all of a sudden be like, damn, look at the beak on that woman. And it goes through and she like feels bad. Okay. So I was like, that's an amazing topic because it is so important not to judge people, because every judgment that you bestow on someone else, you will reap. Mainly the reason that you're judging in the first place could be on some insecurities. Okay, so it's definitely good to pay attention on what you're judging and why. But also, the brain is such a powerful mechanism. It's such a powerful computer, and you need to understand that we are all connected. A lot of times our thoughts are not our own thoughts as well. There's something called the dark space of the mind when you go into meditation, and you're trying to quiet the mind, and it kind of opens up, and you try to give it that space. What happens is all of a sudden the mind kind of goes, oh, hey, nobody's around right now. Nobody's watching. Hey, it's a party. Woohoo! And like all these crazy thoughts, sometimes images, sometimes pornographic, sometimes, something you've seen in a horror movie or just whatever, like crazy stuff will just start popping into your mind. It's not yours. That's not really your thoughts. Again, we're all connected. So many times we're picking up on the thoughts of others. Because thoughts are energy that once, a thought can never be created or destroyed. It's out there. It's lurking around. It's surfing on our Wi-Fi waves. Like these thoughts are everywhere. So, and a lot of times when you see a person and right away your eyes zone in on, I'm just going to say big nose just for reference. But yeah, when your eyes zone in on their big nose, a lot of time you're picking up on their own insecurity immediately. Okay? Because they probably have even an issue about that. So ways to overcome it. So I really kind of consider myself at this point a non-judgmental person. But yes, those thoughts do pop in my head sometimes, and I have to catch myself. What I do right away, the most important thing is to just accept that the thought went through your head. Don't try to analyze it like, I'm a bad person. You never want to get into feelings of guilt, because that thought is not your own until you take responsibility for it. Okay? The moment you take responsibility for it and you identify with that thought, now the thought has become your own. Okay? But just think about thoughts as like a subway station. You're sitting in a subway station and the bus, the train and the people are just walking by you while you wait, while you're sitting there waiting, okay? So that's what the thoughts are. They're kind of just passing through. They're just kind of passing through the neighborhood, okay? But once you identify with that thought that's passing through and you take it on the train with you and you take it home, now it's yours. But you don't have to do that. You can just be like, hey, what's that? And let it keep on moving, say, keep it moving, I'm not taking you home with me. And that's it. And then another good exercise or another great practice would be to, once you have that judgmental thought, would be to flip it. okay? And right away, when you have the judgmental thought, if you accidentally realize that you've identified with that thought and you've owned it now, or you realize that you own it because you realize that it's some insecurity in you, that's fine. That's a great opportunity to do some work. That's a great opportunity to do some work right there. So what you can do is take that judgment and you can flip it to what the opposite of that judgment would be, and then you can flip it into an affirmation. And then you can speak that affirmation. And anytime that judgmental thought comes on, immediately equate it right back to that affirmation. And then you're actually taking negative energy and you're putting it to work for you in a positive way. So if you look at it from that perspective and you use it in that way, that's where the magic happens. And we all have magic and we're all connected, okay? So none of us don't have insecurities. You know, mine my whole life was my cellulite. You know, I've got cellulite in my thighs really bad. I've battled it for years. I spent 2 years as a fitness instructor. I got liposuction. I was almost competing. I was working out so hard. I was getting those treatments, and it was to the point where it was like it was consuming my life, and it wasn't like I was never happy. I was never satisfied. But so, you know, I finally just had to let it go, you know? And, you know, yeah, it's more horrible now than it's ever been, but I love myself now. I don't care. And it's summertime, and I have to go to the beach now because my daughter likes to go swimming. And, you know, I got to put that suit on and be like, you know what? Whoever don't like it, don't look, you know? And I have to let their own judgment be their own responsibility. You know, lots of women have cellulite. There's plenty of us out there with cellulite. And I've never had a man yet that I got naked in front of go, ew, you got cellulite? No way. No. He was like, hey, what's up? Let's get this party started. Okay? So it's all gravy, baby. It's all gravy, baby. Don't judge yourself. Don't judge others. When a judgment pops in, you can decide to identify it or not. So that's the recap, you know. Make that decision. Do I want to identify with this thought? Do I want to take it home with me on the train? And flip that baby over, if so, and turn it into an affirmation. And do that work on yourself, okay? And with that, I want to wish you guys an awesome day. I love you so much. Haven't subscribed yet? Come on now. What are you waiting on? All right. And those who want to support my channel, I do have an account set up with Teespring, so you can order t-shirts and mugs and all kinds of fun stuff to show everybody that you too are part of my tribe and that you're choosing to live a self-created life. And what else? Oh, if this message meant anything to you, please consider sharing it. I love y'all. Namaste.